Near Bin Jawad, Libya, a fierce ground battle. It's the front line between two towns about 30 miles apart. Associated Press reporters on the ground say forces loyal to leader Moammar Gadhafi retook Bin Jawad from the rebels. The opposition force pushed out of the rebel-held eastern half of Libya late last week for the first time and had been cutting a path west toward Tripoli. But the reporters witnessed air attacks by helicopters on the rebel forces and heavy fighting on the ground. In Tripoli, the city most firmly in Gadhafi's grip, residents awoke before dawn to the crackle of unusually heavy and sustained gunfire that lasted for at least 2 hours. Despite the fighting, about 2,000 people rallied on the streets of the capital Sunday, professing their support for the embattled Gadhafi. In rebel-held Misrata, residents say pro-Gadhafi forces shelled the downtown area with mortars and tank artillery. Meanwhile, people continue to flee Libya. This is the western border with Tunisia. Officials say nearly 192,000 have left. That includes many migrant workers. Hundreds remain at a refugee camp about 6 miles from the border.
We all want to see a peaceful and stable Libya. My job is to plan for a worst-case scenario. I have to say, in the situation that we're in now, it feels to me as if things are likely to get much worse before they get better.
The Libyan uprising that began February 15th has been sliding toward a civil war that could be prolonged. The U.S. has moved military forces closer to Libya's shores to put military muscle behind its demand for Gadhafi to step down immediately. But Washington has expressed wariness about talk of imposing a no-fly zone. At the same time, the UN has imposed sanctions, and Libya's oil production has been crippled. Hundreds, perhaps thousands, have died in the violence, but media restrictions have made it near impossible to get an accurate tally. Matt Friedman, The Associated Press.